welcome to Mountain to Lake Realty Showcase here on Cable 12. I'm Bob Parcell.
And I'm Steve Furrow.
Thank you very much for watching. Again, we really appreciate Jamie Singleton coming down here and pulling Steve and I through the show. But we appreciate everyone watching. And again, we think it's a real advantage for sellers who list their properties with Mountain to Lake Realty to have them showcased here on this program, and then it's shared on Facebook and other places, and good exposure.
You bet. So if you're interested in buying or selling property, we'd love to talk with you. You can stop by our office there at 195 South Main Street. That's in Uptown Rocky Mount. Well, and let's come in, sit down. We'll talk about what your interests are, whether it's buying or selling property. We'll sit down and have that discussion. Someone is there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and if those hours don't work for you, we'll come to you. Just give us a call there at the number that comes across the screen, or reach out to us at our website. We'll be glad to help you in whatever way we can. So, Bob, we just finished the cruise in this past weekend, so maybe a little bit chillier than what people were.
That's turned out to be a very popular event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I would agree. So had the big cruise in Rocky Mount. Let's talk a little bit about the market, Bob. What would you say how would you describe the real estate market here?
Well, as you and I were just discussing, Steve, I mean, I still think it's a pretty strong market for a seller. You and I both had experienced writing offers on homes last week where there were multiple offers. I still think, as we've said many years on this program, as a buyer, please be really aware of your financing so that when you make an offer, you can concentrate on just the home. And more importantly, convey your ability to pay to the seller, especially in a multiple offer situation. So I think it's a lot of demand for buyers. It's still a low inventory. And I think that, as you've mentioned on this show, Steve, one of the best things we'd like to offer people is to meet with buyer or seller to show you all the paperwork involved in an offer. So whether it's a buyer or a seller, when you receive or submit an offer, we can concentrate on the specifics to that offer, not all the various documents that are part of it.
Yeah.
So that I'll just you can treat that not as boilerplate, but you understand all the implications of the offer, and you can concentrate on, again, the specifics of that buyer's offer, and not trying to figure out what does all this generic paperwork mean.
Sure. So Bob, we talked about a little bit about the market and how we've got maybe both of us have experienced situations where there's been multiple offers. You talked about sitting down and kind of going over the paperwork ahead of time. Talked about maybe getting in front of your lender and trying to make sure that you've got all that stuff done. Do you have, in this market where there is a low inventory and we are experiencing multiple offer situations, do you have any other thoughts or tips on maybe how, if you're a buyer in this market, what other things you might do to be ready to go on that front?
Well, there's the concept of an escalation clause that I think is good. The way that basically works is, as a buyer, you make an offer on a property. Let's pretend you offer $300,000 for a home, and then the escalation clause enables that offer to say, as a buyer, I will escalate my offer up to $320,000, for example, and I'll beat any other seller's net offer by $1,000. I think that's a good way if you're willing to go to the 320 in this example. You don't know if anybody else will, but you're offering, in this example, $300,000. And again, you'll take it up higher if the seller has an offer. Between those numbers, you'll beat that. And then the seller can't simply say, all right, give me 320 in that situation. They'll have to show you an offer that would net them that 320. Of course, the seller doesn't have to respond to that escalation. I'm just saying that's if they were to say, all right, I have another offer of 315, I'll accept your offer of now 316. They have to provide an offer from that third party showing that net of 316.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. A couple key points just to reiterate. They'll have to show that other offer in order for the escalation clause
to prove that the seller had that offer that would net them that amount.
That's right. And then the other thing is you mentioned net proceeds. So I think it's fair to say these offers can. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's fair to say that these offers, there are multiple ways in which we could fashion an offer for a buyer, and some of those different criteria may or may not affect the proceeds.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, when we say net, what we're saying is if another buyer made an offer of $320,000 with the seller paying up to $4,000 in closing cost assistance, the net in this example is $316,000. It is not the net that the seller would get once they paid off their mortgage, paid the grantor's tax, paid their taxes. So that's a good point, Steve. It needs to be clarified.
Yeah, just those are some things that when we talk about escalation clauses. I think it's they're very useful. Certainly in multiple offer situations, it's something that I would certainly encourage folks, buyers, to consider. But as we've talked about here multiple times, there's a wealth of experience at Mountain to Lake Realty, and the opportunity for us to help fashion your offer, if you're interested in buying, putting our best foot forward. You need to take advantage of that here at Mountain to Lake Realty. So, and escalation clauses are one way of doing that. So, with that being said, Bob, anything else you want to talk about on the market side? Is there anything else that's going on in the real estate market you feel like viewers out there need to know?
My advice is to give one of us a call here at Mountain to Lake Realty, whether you wish to buy or sell, and let us, because every situation is different. I think it's a great time to list your property. We'd be glad to meet with you about the proper steps to take to get that first impression.
You bet. Huh?
That'd be my advice.
Well, let's jump in here and talk about some property, Bob.
Good idea.
All right. Here we've got a listing on Cromwell Drive in Rocky Mount. Sits on 1.1 acres, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths, 3,534 total square feet here in this meticulously maintained brick ranch home. You think about location, you think about neighborhood. Here in Green Oak Estates there on Cromwell Drive, I can't think of it's got to be one of the better neighborhoods, one of the nicer neighborhoods in the town of around the town of Rocky Mount. If you're not familiar where Cromwell Drive is, from Rocky Mount to the courthouse there, you would head south on South Main Street, then turn right on Scuffling Hill Road, then a left on Glenwood, and then an immediate right onto Cromwell. This home would be about halfway down Cromwell Drive on your left. But it is a great location, and certainly something encourage you to consider if you're interested in a home in the town of Rocky Mount. So here we are. I'm going to step inside and get a chance to see this nice open living room with the masonry gas log fireplace. We've got living room, dining room, kitchen area, and all together here. And that we'll come around and get a few more shots of the kitchen. Tons of cabinet space here. Miss Betty would love that. As I mentioned, it's 3 bedrooms and 3 full baths. The 3 bedrooms are all on the entry level, along with 2 full bathrooms. This primary bedroom here was updated in 2023 with a really nice tile shower. You've got a double bowl vanity, a linen closet, storage closet there. So it's a very nice spot there in that primary bedroom. Here's a shot of the second bedroom on the main level. Of course, that second full bath on the main level. There's the third full bedroom. Come around to the lower level. Here you get a chance to see this large family room. It does have another masonry fireplace here. A kitchenette here on the lower level, as well as that third and final bathroom there on the lower level. There's a portion of this lower level that is not finished. So you certainly, if you need some more space, something specific, you got a place to potentially finish that on out. It does have a single car garage here on the lower level as well. You pull in there around to on the back side of the home. Got a really nice Florida room here off the back side of the home. A nice deck on the top side of that gives you a chance to take in that neighborhood. Just a great backyard, back door space here for you to hang out. Sits on 1.1 acres here, Cromwell Drive in Rocky Mount.
We'll try a little bit south of Rocky Mount for this home on Virgil Good Highway, very close to the Henry area of our county, but with a Rocky Mount address. Of course, it'll be very convenient to Philpott Lake. Very flat, 1 acre lot. 1,461 square feet. Very nice covered front porch. The septic was pumped here about a month ago. And step inside into this 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath home. Again, 1,461 square feet. Good office area here. As you come in the office area, nice good den area here. To the right is one of 2 primary bedrooms. Good sized kitchen. Large dining room, like kind of a sunken dining room type area as a step down, in other words. Extensive updates in this home. It shows very well. In 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1 half bath, the laundry, all 1 level living. A lot of interest recently in this home. View of the back of the home. This is a large walk-in closet. And another really nice feature, it has not 1 but 2 24 by metal garages, concrete floor. One has extensive insulation. Obviously it has power. So these are, I would say both these buildings add unquestionably significant value to this property. So if you need for some storage, a boat for example, secure place to leave things, 2 very nice buildings. And again, they add a lot of value.
Need a place for that car for the cruise in. This will be a great spot for that, Bob.
Yeah, you could just fill it up and then cruise on out.
There you go, man.
And cruise down to Philpott Lake. So nice home, a little south of Rocky Mount, Bergergood Highway.
We're going to come back from southern part of Rocky Mount. We're going to head to Bedford and this Halesford Road in Moneta. This listing it on the market a few days and then went pending. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths. It does have a single car garage underneath. Total of 2,700 total square feet here. But very well maintained. All 1 level living. You've got a great location near Halesford Road. You're minutes away from the Smith Mountain Lake State Park. You got very convenient area shopping, grocery stores, etc. there off of Halesford Road. So we'll step inside, take a quick look here. You've got vinyl plank flooring on most of the entry level. You've got a chance to see this living room area here. We're coming around to the kitchen. Get a chance to see the workspace, the storage area there. Got the stainless steel appliances. As I mentioned, you do have the single car garage around back. You've got a dry patio underneath and a deck on top. And, this would be Halesford Road in Moneta. Nice 3 bedroom, 2 bath home here. Halesford Road in Moneta, that's in Bedford County.
Halfway between Rocky Mount and Ferrums, where you'll find this home on Franklin Street. Extensive renovations. It's a 4 bedroom, 1 bath home with over, the total square footage is 1,375. Nice covered front porch. Lots of updates, including windows, interior, exterior paint, landscaping, new septic system. Step inside the entry level. Again, 1,065 square feet on the entry level. Hope you'll notice the new flooring throughout, lighting, updated windows, updated appliances, laundry here on the entry level, a good sized kitchen area. Like this picture here showing you the updated cabinets and fixtures, countertops. In this price range, hopefully I think this shows it's a lot of homes in this price range would not have this number of updates for sure. Also has 2 mini split heat pumps to heat and cool it. Entry level has 2 bedrooms, full bath. As you can see, it's been updated as well. Upstairs is another 310 square feet, 2 additional bedrooms. Of course, there's a mini split up there as well. Notice the new flooring here also. And again, interior and exterior paint. The majority of these updates have just occurred. Previous updates include a roof and a panel box. We're glad to give you more details. It's an extremely updated home, roughly halfway between Ferrum and Rocky Mount.
All right, from Earl Franklin Street, we're going to head to 3 Brooks Lane. If you're not familiar, 3 Brooks Lane would be right off of Price Lane, which is just off of 220 there. at 3 Brooks Lane. This remodeled farmhouse, it's on 5 acres. And one of the more park-like settings of a home that we've had in quite some time. You really got to appreciate the way this home sets in on those 5 acres. It's there at the cul-de-sac there on 3 Brooks Lane. This farmhouse has been completely remodeled and renovated. It did go under contract fairly quickly. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a little over 1,820, right at 1,828 total square feet. We'll step inside, give you a chance to see some of those updates, but a beautiful kitchen here, eat-in kitchen, has been, as I talked about, been updated. You do have a really nice family room here with a gas log fireplace. You can't see it in this picture, but it does exist. We'll come around and get a chance to see a little bit more what I was talking about, that park-like setting, but this is the back side of the home. Got a nice deck here off the back side of the home, give you a chance to sit out there and enjoy that view that you've got. There's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. This would be 3 Brooks Lane. Sits on 5 acres. It does have this 32 by 40 barn there, so certainly a place for animals, goats, pigs, or maybe just want a place to store all your toys. But this would be 3 Brooks Lane in Rocky Mount.
Next, we'll travel back to an area near Philpott Lake again. We keep talking about Philpott Lake. It's a beautiful lake, certainly big enough to ski on. And if you knew how to fish, Steve, we could go up there if we try. But everybody knows about Smith Mountain Lake. But Philpott Lake is an awesome lake, good deep water, lots of access for the public to put a boat in. And this nice home on Henry Road with over 5 acres is very convenient to Philpott Lake as well as Vroom College. As you can see, it has a brick home with a carport. Entry level features 1,456 square feet. This is a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath home. This entry level has a good sized kitchen, dining room and living room, primary bedroom, suite, and 2 additional bedrooms. Complete the entry level. Nice paint in this home. Good private setting, and 5 acres is a nice tract of land for sure. Also has a full walkout basement. This area is open and limited to whatever you'd like to do to it. Just your imagination, but I personally love a home that has a basement. You can keep a close eye on your plumbing, electrical, your foundation, your ductwork, and maintain things. There's a garage under. Good view of the back of the home. It's a nice backyard. Be plenty of places for a garden or a flower bed. Be a nice home with a firm address, very convenient to Philpott Lake.
All right, Bob, we're going to head from Philpott Lake to Smith Mountain Lake. Here's Lands End Circle. This home happens to be pending. It sits in the Lands End subdivision. We'll just give you a few shots here of this unique home. But it's 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths, 1 half bath. You've got this 2-car garage underneath, 4,341 total square feet, multiple decks, patios, even a nice sunroom. So just a lot of really cool features here to talk about. That you've got 3 primary bedroom suites, one on each level of this home. So it's really a unique spot. When we think about Smith Mountain Lake, Bob, we talk a little bit about location and so forth. This is in Union Hall. It's off channel marker B11, which is, in my opinion, kind of a wide open area.
Oh, it's a great area of the lake, very close to Pelican Point.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Good water.
And so you got to appreciate that aspect of this. This property does come with a deeded boat slip. Has a lift and a jet ski port. You've also got the amenities there of an in-ground swimming pool, got a sandy beach and fire pit, boat ramp, day docks. There's a lot of things to talk about here. We'll just give you a quick view. Obviously this home has gone under contract, but we certainly want to showcase it, as we certainly think it is a great representation of the area and what's available around. Look at that kitchen. You just got to appreciate that. And this is one of the few homes that I've been around that actually has a butler's pantry, which is a unique feature there. I talked about the multiple decks and patios. You can see that here, there. Lots of amenities, as I talked about, the day docks here in Lands End subdivision. You do have the deeded boat slip with the lift and the jet ski port. There's a swimming pool there in Lands End. This is a great property, Lands End Circle in Union Hall.
Come back to Rocky Mount for this home just a little beyond the town limits on South Main Street, but close enough to the town limits to be on town's public water system. Home shows very well. It's move-in ready. It has new kitchen, new flooring, new appliances. Nice deck we're going to show you on the back. I would ask for viewers to consider the updates in this home with other homes in the area in this price range. I think it will certainly stand out. In great location, it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home. Also has an unfinished basement, which provides a laundry area and plenty of storage. There's a view of the side deck you see. Again, this is located just beyond Veterans Memorial off South Main Street, coming up the hill on the left. Again, close enough to be on the town's public water system. 1803 South Main.
I'll go to this property here, just give you a quick highlight of this property on Morewood Road in Hardy. 1,820 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 full baths. You think about location, you got to appreciate, again, this is in Hardy, so we're not far from Bridgewater and Smith Mountain Lake. Think about golf courses, grocery stores, etc. there at Westlake. Great location. It's all one level living. It does have a split bedroom plan. Be master on one end and the other 2 bedrooms on the other. You step inside, you get a chance to see that open living room, a dining area and kitchen. You come around to the back side of the homes. So it's on 1.68 acres. So you've got some room here, kind of stretch out, maybe a little garden area. Won't be long, Bob. We're going to be putting things in the ground to get that garden rolling. And the farmer's market is flourishing, I believe.
I'm sure it will be.
Rocking and rolling. And here's a shot of the back side of the home with the deck over top with the concrete patio there underneath. But this would be Morewood Road in Henry.
Next, we'll come back to this home on Woodlawn Drive in Rocky Mount. Congratulations to the new owner. It recently closed. Total square footage is 1,293. Again, please consider the current market and what things are selling for and the updates you see in this home with all these nice features. Again, Woodlawn Drive in Rocky Mount.
There's another property that is currently under contract. That's on Constitution Boulevard in Wirtz. An awesome brick home in Liberty Heights subdivision. It's one of the, in my opinion, one of the really nice subdivisions there off of Booker T. Washington Highway. This one has 2.016 acres. It is all one level living. You've got an entry level. It's going to feature foyer, open kitchen, dining room, family room area. You do have a primary bedroom suite as well as 2 additional bedrooms there, a laundry, and a 2-car garage. That's all on the entry level. Total square footage here in this home is 3,500 square feet. The lower level, we're going to have a massive family room downstairs, a game room with a kitchenette. We've got a bedroom as well as storage area and a full bath, all on the lower level. We come around here to the back side of the home, you get a chance to see the deck on the top and that patio area underneath. As I mentioned there, 2.02 acres, so plenty of room here for a garden, or I mean just a little extra space to get out and play if the kids are interested in those kind of things. But this would be Constitution Boulevard in Wirtz. You know, you're not far from Smith Mountain Lake, you're not far from Rocky Mount, so just a great location here in the Liberty Heights subdivision.
Next, we'll travel to Martinsville for this home on Pony Place. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home with extensive renovations. It's in city limits of Martinsville. We work with buyers and sellers in areas outside of Franklin regular basis, new luxury vinyl flooring, fresh paint, heat pump, water heater, light fixtures, and appliances. Updated home again on Pony Place in Martinsville.
All right, from Martinsville, we're going to come back up the road. Here's English Road in Rocky Mount. Sits on 0.81 acres, 1,400 total square feet here in this all one-level living home. This home was built in 2020, so it was a lot of really nice features, almost practically brand new here, Bob. We've got stainless steel appliances, we've got gas logs, luxury vinyl flooring. Got some cathedral ceiling. We step outside, we'll talk a little bit about the deck out there, but this is a great home here on English Road. You come around, you get a chance to see some of those nice features. As we talked about, this home was just finished construction less than 4 years ago, so a lot of nice things. I mean, I bet it still smells like new paint in there, Bob. Vinyl flooring, 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and this is all one-level living. As we step outside, you get a chance to see that deck. It does have Trex decking. A wonderful little area here to sit back and enjoy it. You sit back off the road, so you've got a nice little backyard here that's very peaceful. Gives you an opportunity to become maybe one with nature if you so desire. This is English Road in Rocky Mount. From English Road, we're going to head back south again, Bob, to Henry County, and this is Roundabout Road in Martinsville. This is a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, a little over 1,700 square feet here. But, we'll step inside. You get a chance to see some of these move-in ready updates. It has been completely redone from the flooring, new kitchen appliances, you got interior paint, a lot of updates here when you think about that, and then a great location there in Martinsville. Get a chance to see some of this flooring. Like I said, everything in here has been redone, but this would be Roundabout Road in Martinsville.
Next we'll travel to this extensively updated home on Autumn Circle in Boones Mill in the Shannon Forest subdivision. From Boones Mill, take the Boones Mill Road, take a left on Ridge Mountain and go to the end. It's a great rural setting. And my first home was in Shannon Forest, so you're convenient to run up 2 different ways, but your Ridge Mountain Drive is not a through road. It goes up basically to the base of a mountain, so it's some really good views in here. This home has extensive updates, 2,430 square feet. Nice detached building you see here. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, very nice screen porch, leads you into the entry level of 810 square feet. 1 bedroom, 1 full bath on this level. Again, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths in the entire home. Updates include new flooring throughout, new carpet on the stairs and hallways, new toilets, new faucets. These pictures really show you the extensive updates to the home. 2 bedrooms on the entry, 2 on the upper. I'm sorry, 1 on the entry, 2 on the upper. Updated bath. It's a balcony off one of these bedrooms. Lower level features the 2nd masonry fireplace, a half bath, laundry, and the 4th bedroom. Updates to windows, paint, just an extensively updated home. New roof as well. There's the balcony on the upstairs that I mentioned. Brick and wood construction. The Autumn Circle is located in the Boones Mill area. Great location, convenient to run a couple plays as well as Burnt Chimney. I think that's all we have time for this week, Steve, on Mountain Lake Realty Showcase. We thank you for watching. Thanks for you coming along today, Steve.
Thank you for letting me join you, Bob. Take care, everyone.